Hello. Secret stream? No, I put this one here on the calendar. It's a redo stream. It's still gonna probably be regular length. So we're gonna talk about some stuff, what happened, what went wrong with the Eden, where it's at now, the current plan for the Eden, because it is a nice keyboard. Purple, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this purple will flicker on the screen. I hope it doesn't. But I'll change it to purple if it wants to click. Oh, hello? Hello, purple? You want it? Did the battery die? Dude, I swear these remotes are not good. When I miss catching these afternoon streams when I have to go back into office full time. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people are switching back into that early. When do you have to do it? Hope everyone's day is going great. I had the craziest call with UPS this morning, and it stressed me out. It was like a half-hour thing. Okay, so quick story, I guess. UPS called me, and they're like, you owe money. It's past due. It's past due like 7 months or something. And I'm like, what the hell? 7 months? I'm like, when did I get this bill? So I get the invoice number, and they're like, yeah, this is your 6-digit invoice number, whatever. I call them because I can't seem to pull this thing up online. And UPS answers, and they're just like, how can we help? I'm like, well, I have this invoice number here that I don't know anything about. Like, I didn't really receive anything that was supposed to, be paid. And they're like, yeah, okay, we'll take a look. So, they look, and they get off hold after 5 minutes. And I'm kind of like, not nervous per se, but I'm just like, man, I hate missing bills because that means I owe interest. And they're like, yeah, this is about 8 months overdue, 7 months overdue or something. And I'm like, huh? No, I called the official support line. Like, I went through my normal thing. I have the support thing written down, so it's like the actual, UPS thing. And they're like, this is 8 months overdue, 7 months overdue. And I'm like, okay, well, how much do I owe? And they're like, $1,000.97. I'm like, excuse me, on what? And they're like, okay, well, give us a second and we'll see what you owe money on. And apparently it started off as like a $680 bill or something, and I owed interest. Long story short, after being like, who is this from? When did I receive this? Where did this even ship to? Long story short, it wasn't even like, it was a mistake on their part. It was, so two things. It was a board that I never received. So it was from someone, but it was something I never received. It was actually sent back because it was misshipped. So it went back to the owner. Secondly, so this is why I didn't get the bill in the first place, was because I never received the product. Secondly, they had incorrectly set the amount of the product. Like, they had a typo in their system that they had a note to fix and never did, which was the original bill was supposed to be like $290 or something, and they put a zero at the end, so it was like $2,900, and there was like $600 worth of duties or something, and then just the invoice accumulated money because of interest. Thank goodness the lady who helped me was so fucking helpful, like so helpful, dude. So thank goodness they were able to look at that, because if I just went through the automated thing, like the bot thing, I just would have looked at this invoice and been like, dude, this is crazy that I missed this. Like, what happened? So I don't think I have to pay it. They put in a ticket because I didn't even receive anything. Like, I didn't get a product from UPS. Like, no one gave me a package being like, here's your money. It was shipped back to the owner. But yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, Pancake. I even filled out the form. That she did a great job. Like, she was honestly so helpful. She was super, super good. So I didn't get a ping? Did I not ping everybody? Oh, I did. I put it in the news. Or do you mean like from Twitch itself? But yeah, super helpful. And then, oh man, I wanted to go get my hair cut this morning because turns out, I don't know, I'm just gonna go get it cut because we're running out of time here today. But Yeah, long story short, I've just been busy. Like the last day and a half, man, I've just been so busy. Like even yesterday, normally I spend like an hour playing video games or something, and yesterday I just was so tired. I just sat in front of the couch, watched a movie,
Morning
and fell
from
asleep.
Carly.
Good morning, Ivo. How you doing, man? Thanks for a year for being here, dude. Yeah, but I didn't sleep well, and I think because of the way I slept, and I don't know. I feel like I broke out. My face broke out a little bit because I didn't get to like, splash water on my face and stuff. What the fuck, Tim? Yo, honestly, I kind of am though. Tim. I kind of am. I'm not gonna lie, Tim. Got a phone call today that from one of the hospitals for a job interview. I just want to share the news and thank everyone for the word of congratulations. Congrats, Ad. That's really awesome, man. Congrats. And then Iron said, is the Mode Sonnet still worth buying? And the big 2025? Absolutely. I literally was using it up until this morning. It is a great board. I think you'll really like it. If you want to read more about my thoughts on it, I have like a written article and video about it, but I think absolutely it's worth the money. Absolutely, dude. I bet there was Adam. Honestly, it might have been Adam. Gotta love people that help out instead of being hard-headed. Honestly, Hector, it was really nice. Discord ping's slow for some people on mobile, as always. Yeah, nothing I could do there. I prefer the round 2. I'm not gonna lie. I think the, I mean, dude, Mode's gasket system is elite. Like, I love it. I don't think it holds up for some of the older lattice mounts in the long term. Like, we are now seeing that, like, as of the last, like, year, I'd say, for the Encores, for example. Or not Encores, the Envoys. But I think their new stuff, like the refined ones, are a lot better. But they're really good. I like them a lot. Have you seen me create a video about how the Encore is made? Absolutely, yeah. I watch all of Matt's stuff. I even went back and watched a lot of Matt's stuff. I love his content. Round 2 is a solid side grade, but quality of life stuff is awesome. Yeah, I would say it's more of like a 1.5 release. I wouldn't say it's a full-fledged like round 2 or like V2 of the board, you know? Okay, sorry. Round 2 makes more sense, but it's definitely not a V2, you know? But yeah, how about you guys? How's your morning? It's Tuesday. Hopefully it's not too wild for you guys on your part of the world. Hopefully it's not absolutely crazy. Came home from school at the perfect time. What's up, Eloquan? Thank you guys for the subs too, by the way, Tim and Ivo. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys. And thanks for the follows for today too, guys. This is a board I really like. This is the Origami. TKL. I love this thing. We're doing a rebuild of this soon. I think... Actually, I have to follow up. I don't know when we're scheduling this. Hey, cuties, I feel like a mad scientist. Why, what's up? What'd you do? Oh, did you get... Dude, Vicky, that was really fast that you got that. Yeah, you're like... So again, Vicky, cherish that board because they didn't make any. I think there's only prototypes in the wild. That board never ended up running, so... Every day is crazy. I know, Pancake. I see it on the news. I just learned that Mode is in Boston, so it would be cool if they did a meetup in New England. They do Boston meetups. I don't know where in Boston, but they do meetups. I'm still mad at Chris for teasing his Red Sonnet like it was going to be a drop. Okay, it's not a drop. Because I'm not going to lie, I actually thought it was a Valentine's Day thing they were doing. I also misunderstood that. I thought that was something they were running. I thought they were going to do another red run like they did for the Envoy. Oh, I honestly thought there was going to be another red run too. That's funny. I guess two people were fooled, me and you. I've acquired another Grail board? Oh, what is it? Crazy, I was crazy once. Oh man. When will we get the Manta prototype? After CNY sometime? We'll let you guys know. We'll let you guys know when it comes, and then me and Bowl are going to do lots of content on it and refine it and see what we need to change and then go from there. We're ultimately, guys, with the Manta, we're taking our time. Like, we're not rushing it in any stretch of the imagination. Like, I don't want to rush it, so... Maybe it will run soon because he did tease big things coming. Maybe they have some new stuff coming out. I did request the switches from Mode, so I think we are going to get perhaps some new switches from Mode, which is really cool. Well, not new switches rather, but the restock of the Switches that I collab with them, because even me, like I'm having to take apart my old boards to get more Obscuras, and I had a lot, but I've just used them all. More proud of the Sonnet you did or the Manta? I mean, the Sonnet is not something I actually built. Like that was just something that I really, really liked, and Mode reached out and thought it'd be cool if we did, you know, fun colors together, and I agreed, and we kind of just copied the same idea from the Envoy. But the Manta is something I think I'm really proud of, strictly because the Manta is something that I got to hands-on, so to speak, work with someone, and in the process I got to know Bull a little bit more, and Bull's a great guy, and we got to bring something that was in my head and, you know, combine it with someone else's idea, and we got to bring that to life, so to speak. Not yet anyways, so hopefully it's actually gonna get brought to life, but yeah, it's I think that's definitely a different feeling. I think the idea of collabing and, like, you know, just saying, hey, do you want to run this already really awesome keyboard in like colors that sort of match my brand, I think that's really fun as well. And the Sonnet is still an amazing board, and I still think it's in a very attractive keyboard as well. So that was its own set of accomplishments, I'd say. Mode is officially tied for the best keyboard company IMO. Had the issue yesterday about my Encore, and first thing this morning they already resolved it. Literally best people. Mode's customer service is unparalleled right now, I think. Like, I'm telling you guys, one of the viewpoints I look at when buying products these days is, will this company help me? Dude, I need to get a replacement. Like, look at this. I needed a replacement piece for my camera. Hey, let me show you guys. Okay. So I thought I'd have to buy this, and, you know, because I'm the one who lost it. So all I needed was this little piece of plastic, guys. This is it. This little piece of plastic. It's a hot shoe cover, okay? It's not metal. It's literally plastic. They not only sent me this, and they sent it to me for free and paid for shipping, they sent me a cool little book that I got to read through, which was the story of, you know, Hasselblad, which I'm sure cost them nothing to make. I know this is nothing, but like a little microfiber cloth and some other paperwork and other fun stuff I got to read through. All just for this little piece of plastic. And they paid for it, which was crazy. Like, they paid for the shipping. So, like, these days here, and this might be kind of a, I don't know, this might be a weird way, or not the most common way to look at things, I feel, but if I'm going to spend my money these days, I'd rather invest a little bit more money to make sure it's in a brand that I really, really like and would want to help me. So why do you need a plastic hot shoe cover? Well, okay. Eventually, I would like to bring this camera out, but I don't want to, well, first of all, I don't know where on earth I even put the hot shoe cover. When I take this off, I want to cover the hot shoe just because, I don't know, I want to protect it a little bit just in case, like, I bring this in the rain or something like that. So that's literally the only reason why I wanted it. And I didn't really want to buy a metal one just because I found that even the other stock hot shoe covers I had don't fit on this properly. So my idea was just, okay, I'll just go get a plastic one. But then nobody was selling the Hasselblad plastic ones. Like, they don't even sell that. So I was kind of in a bit of a pickle. And I'm like, well, I guess I have to buy one, but from them directly. So yeah, that's basically what happened. That's all I wanted it for. Because I would like to bring this out. I just, you know, it's a heavy camera, and I think it's going to be like a once in a blue moon thing that I bring out. But yeah, that's all I wanted. I never see you with the wrist rests. Never been a fan. I hate wrist rests. Also, this is the Dole. Thank you so much for the Prime. I really appreciate that. For 9 months of being here. If I ever get arrested, I'm using my one phone call in jail to call Mode customer service because I know they'll help me. Honestly, big true, bro. Totally agree. I will happily fork over extra cash for good support. In the long run, I haven't been mad that I've done it. Papa Mode has spoiled me with support, though. Yeah, again, I think I'm at that point now where, and not everyone is going to agree with this take, which I'm fine with. But if it means spending an extra, let's just say the product, we'll just use keyboards. I'd rather spend an extra 30, 40 bucks knowing that I'm contributing to a company that will support me in the long run. Because unfortunately, I've had totally different range of expensive products and cheap products, and I will say that like I've had good and bad customer support. The companies I will stick with are good customer support. Like I will pay more to get that feeling of, okay, no matter what the range of product is, something's bound to happen. Like if something does happen, I would like to know that in the future this company will have my back, so to speak. And that's kind of where I'm at with buying things these days. Congrats, Alex. You just described what most studies show in the customer service space. 68% of people are willing to pay up to 20% more if the brand offers better customer service, even if the product is not as good. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Like I still value a good product at the end of the day. However, things happen. There's nothing you can do about it. For example, me losing a plastic hot shoe cover, and I know it's an expensive camera, but like, it's just nice to know that if something does happen, I'm not having to sit there stressing out, being like, oh, did the company just dissolve overnight type thing? Like, where did they go? Or they tell me to go F myself? Like, crazy. Ren, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate the 13 months. And someone asked how would I rate Alexotos support. I don't know. I think I'm pretty good with dealing with things. Sometimes problems pop up. Like we just recently had a keyboard where I shipped it to someone and we used a different carrier because I needed to use a specific carrier to get to them. And the carrier dropped the ball so hard. And it's been sitting, getting back to me over the last 2 months. So they had to redo a return shipment because they dropped the ball. And I've been just keeping tabs in it. And I think it finally delivered to me as of yesterday morning or something like that, 2 days ago. So I'm going to ship it out immediately when I go grab it tomorrow or today. Hydrate? I got some coffee. It's also nice to put money in the pockets of companies that support the hobby. Modes meetup was so much fun. You can tell talking with everyone there that they really give a damn. It's true. They actually did support for me in person at the meetup. Yeah, it's true. So nice.
Hey, just happy to join another stream. How are you doing? Alexander Mediot.
Whoa, we kind of pronounced it right. Why is Anna using my Govy name, bro? That's crazy, dude. That's not hydrating? Listen, I had like 3 glasses of water this morning. I think I'm okay. I think I'm good. So nice. I can drink a little more coffee. Ratty, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Thank you so much for 37 months, bro. So Alex, what makes you stream at the best time? Wait, what makes you stream at the best time? Like right now? Way too lucky? I'm having a Red Bull watermelon. Red Bulls. Sorry, I'm going off topic now because now I'm thinking about energy drinks. Dude, I love energy drinks, but I gotta not drink them anymore, man. I gotta not drink them. Right now is the best time? I don't know, I just wanted to do it now. Anyone have an issue with the top out of the Type Plus tabs? Getting this real rattle. Can't say I have any issues with those, Ren. You can try to put a little bit more, but a light code of 205 is all I use. Okay, really quick, just because I do want to jump into the stream, we can chit chat while we put things together here. Why is my printer going crazy? Wait, is it printing something? Oh, it's just aligning or something. Okay, we're doing the Eden round 2. Now, I want to talk to you guys about this because it's an interesting case of feedback being listened to, and I appreciate it. So if you guys remember the last stream with the Eden had 3 mounting styles listed on their marketing. It had O-ring, it had top mount, and it had tadpole. And we tried all 3 of them, and unfortunately we couldn't get any 3 to work. So we're gonna just basically do a redo of everything here, but I also don't want to disregard what happened last time. I sat down with Penguin And I sat down and I tried to figure out what the hell's going on. Same with Penguin. He tried to figure out what the hell happened. It looks like the marketing was not translated properly for the O-ring. Apparently that got removed. According to them, it got removed in the later stages of the Eden Round 2. It just wasn't translated to the marketing properly. The other things, so we'll just neglect the O-ring. That's been taken away from the marketing, as it should be, because you shouldn't sell something based off of a false premise. It still isn't live, the Eden. They want to do some other things which I want to talk about later. The other thing we had a big problem with was the tadpoles didn't fit, as well as the top mount just seemed like it didn't work properly. So we sat, I sat down and I was like, what the hell's going on? Well, turns out it was a few things. These are the original ones here. And I did measurements, I busted out the calipers and sat down with Penguin. Basically what's happening is these holes in the top that the tadpoles fit in are 3 millimeters, which is apparently the spec that's given to people as the minimum spec. So nice. Thank you, Baby Mish. Appreciate it.
A tier 1 sub to Kakaputters 42.
Thank you, dude. So these are 3 mil. These actually come in, these particular ones that we did. I had 2 that were unused, and the unused ones actually measured at like 3.2. So in theory, you can press them in. Like I was able to squish them into the top tadpole holes. And they didn't really fit well. Like it was squished. Eventually, I was forcing them in afterwards. And I actually have photos and I documented all this stuff. They were actually falling apart. Like the tadpoles were scraping the sides and actually shredding parts of the plastic. Which is, obviously, you don't want that. But I thought it was weird because the Eden Round 1 had the same size tadpoles. And nothing's changed on the top frame with the exception of adding top mount. So they just added a secondary part where you can screw in a screw. But other than that, nothing's changed. Well, they did a bunch of testing on their own and they sent over some new tadpoles as well as the correct hardware, which I'm going to get into a second here for the top mount. Turns out the tadpoles, while they are extremely, they're like on the mark of just fitting. So the new tadpoles don't have any scraping issues. I think it was just a weird batch of tadpoles. It was probably a one-off. However, they're not okay with that. So what they're going to be doing is, because the Eden, I believe, is going to be in stock, they're actually going to be testing all the tadpoles they sell with the Eden, just to make sure nothing's out of spec. My thing here is, and my thought process is, if you're gonna run tadpoles, probably instead of making it dead on, I would increase the size of the hole a little bit that the tadpole has to sit in on the top frame. But it is nice that they are going to be testing all of these, which is good. And this unit here, at least the prototype unit, seems to work with these replacement tadpoles. So it could also be the fact that they're using a bit of a softer tadpole. That also could be it too. Now, the top mount. The top mount is something we couldn't get working on stream because the provided screws didn't work. And my thought process was, I thought that the tadpoles and those provided screws were supposed to share one hole, which is what I thought on stream. But there's actually a secondary smaller hole within the tadpole well that has threading. We just received the wrong screws. So this was a packaging issue. We didn't get the right hardware. So it does exist. It does work. We didn't get the right hardware though. And that's not to excuse it, because, hey, if it happened to me and let's just say I kind of neglected it and maybe didn't talk about it or something, it could have happened to anyone. So again, I do agree. That was a logistics issue. While the tadpole, I feel like, was more of a design issue. I still feel like the top area, the holes for the tadpoles should be a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'm going to open it up and show all you guys as we go. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an explanation for what's going on right now. So we did receive the right screws. I tested everything before stream. But it seems like a lot of stuff was fixed, which is good. We like to see that. Now we're going to build the board. We're actually going to use different switches today as well. And we're going to go through everything, and I'll kind of refer back to what I'm talking about. We're still using the exact same prototype that we used last time. We just have the better tadpoles now, as well as the updated hardware. So to be clear, this is not a triple mounted board anymore. This is only double mounted. It's top, either plate or plateless, and then tadpole. So let's jump into the build. We'll kind of start from scratch just because why not? Now that we have a rundown of everything that's changed and all that stuff.
Alex streaming in the noon is like adding sprinkles to ice cream.
Oh, that's nice of you,
Speaking
Zany.
of sprinkles on ice creams, did you know? Did you know that? Have you ever wondered about that when you ice cream on sprinkles, sprinkle ice cream you taste? It's like sprinkles, and ice creams on sprinkles is like perchance an explosion of flavors.
Goddamn, brother. So nice.
Hello
Hi, Graham.
everyone, hope you're
you so much
all
for the tier
having a
1,
great
man.
day.
Thank you so much, guys. All right. So this is the Eden here. I don't have the feet on it yet, but it has Preston feet. Really beautiful patina. It starts at $380. I don't think there's any way you can make this more expensive with its current configurator. Comes in a bunch of different colors too. It is in stock. Well, it's going to be in stock. I still think they should have opened up some sort of way to configure these things, but knowing now that it probably will be in stock kind of changes it, I suppose. It will also have a WinKey, WinKeyless, and HHKB top piece for the layout. But yeah, really fun looking keyboard. I liked the original Eden. I still like the way this one here visually looks. I think it's really pretty. The machining on the weights look absolutely gorgeous. The side profile, I think, still looks... It still holds up even from the round one. Like, I think this is a really pretty side profile. Love the seam on the top over here. Even the taper inwards on the side over here, it gives this perception almost of really thin side bezels, which, I'm gonna be honest, I eat that stuff up. I love the way this particular board looks because of that. I think it looks really good. And even the small subtle cherry lip on the front makes it really pretty as well. So again, a lot of love to the way this looks. I think this looks gorgeous. And it's probably not going to change anytime soon. Again, the thing looks great. We know you hate the blue. I mean, this wouldn't have been my color choice to go with the silver, and I think that's why I sort of make that criticism where I wish they'd opened up the configurator a little bit more. But I mean, like, it is what it is. What am I supposed to say at this point here? It is really pretty, though. The way the light hits everything. It is a gorgeous looking keyboard. A red patina on silver actually would be really cool too. And then let's open it up a little bit and kind of explore the innards, shall we? Where's my screwdriver kit? Jan, thank you so much for the tier 1. Appreciate that. Objectively doesn't go with everything. Yeah, blue is something that I feel like is a bit tougher for me anyways to color match. I'm not really the biggest on blue.
I didn't want to interrupt the explanation for the YouTube,
Oh, no worries,
but
Bonnie.
did you see my message on Discord?
Did I see? I haven't really checked my Discord DMs all morning. I'll check after this, Boney. Hello? Why isn't this coming out? Did I not unscrew this? Hello? Oh, there it is. Your camera quality is so clear and high quality, even real life looks dull compared to it. Thank you, Nevo. Appreciate that, man. This is still a pretty chunky piece of material over here. Okay, so some things I really like about this board. I know we're not installing this today because we already installed it, but again, I'm going to give this a call out because I think this is a really nice quality of life design. Typically with weights like this, I've always had a lot of problems with getting the weights to sit nicely with the cables and not clipping things and damaging things. You just can see it with the reflection over here. They put this piece of acrylic window just so it can flatten all the cables and keep everything nicely in place. It's a lovely design. I really like what they did there. And even disassembling this thing a lot over the last few days, having to kind of put things together and test things and help with figuring out what's going on. The installation is actually really easy for this board. The only thing I would probably say that was a little annoying and maybe this is a very minor call out, is it does require 2 different bits to access the inside of the keyboard. Again, very minor quality of life, and I think it's actually interesting that I get to take a second look at this. I've built this now probably like 6 times since last time we built it, taking it apart and tested things and all that stuff. So yeah, this is the only thing that I would think is a little annoying. But there's a bright side to this though. The cable in my taking this apart and not taking this apart is actually like this little window over here perfectly aligns with the cable's JST connector on the PCB itself. So even if you need to take this off from the outside, I've been able to do that no problem. Or if you need to kind of readjust how the cable's sitting, it feels good doing that. Like this is a really nice channel, and I know this is a small design call out, but I really like the way this whole thing operates on the inside over here. That's nice to me. We can open this up a little bit more here in a second. Actually, we'll open up it now. I honestly really like this board. And the color combo, I feel GMK Norse would look sick. Actually, I'm going to be using a blue set today. Not Norse, but a blue set. I have to desolder 2 boards to get the ALP switches. I'm thinking about buying a Hako desoldering gun and returning it afterwards. No, don't do that, man. I'm not really one to do that. You can always rent tools. I think buying and returning things is not the best thing to do. Oh, wrong bit. Actually, I need the Torx bit for this. Are you using macro data refinement? No. I actually don't really use SA sets that often these days. Karma though, I'm not too big on Karma myself. Like I don't believe in it, but yeah, I just think it's, yeah, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, Zany. Yeah, ultimately what happens when people return things like that, they end up in waste. Because they can't really sell them afterwards and stuff like that, so nice.
Alex, I love you long time. My birthday was on Sunday, so now I'm 29. I really hope you are doing just fine. BTW, I'm going to be a dad down the line. August 17th,
Oh,
smile.
dude, rock. Congrats, man. And happy belated. Big news. That's so awesome, man. I'm glad you shared that here. That's big news. Are you just like riding that happiness high right now? That's awesome, dude. Alex doesn't believe in karma. What about energy? Do you feel about having people... wait, how do you feel about people having / being energy? Like bad and good energy? You know, that's not a weird story. That's an interesting conversation to have. I just think the way I look at people is I can usually get the gist of someone rather quickly. Like I can tell by how people carry themselves, which I guess is a form of energy if you want to say that. But like I can usually tell even by the way people speak and what they focus, like topics they focus on, and yeah, like I can usually tell right away if I'm gonna vibe with someone or not, so to speak. But yeah, I don't know. Is that considered a form of energy? Karma isn't real. I helped someone put air in their tires the other day after being sick 2 weeks, and the next day all 4 of my tires went flat. Well, I'm telling you, dude. And meeting someone and instantly not feeling right about it, I think so. So that would be considered a form of energy. Maybe that's more what I vibe with, I guess, but I'm not sure. All right. So internally, here's what I meant about the screws. Now, I'm going to do my best to show you guys this, so I apologize. You see that little screw on the inside of this little tadpole well right here? See the extra threaded bit? I know it's kind of difficult to see that it's threaded. Originally, I didn't think that was anything. I thought that was just some machining mark of some sort. But after trying the longer screws, now I understand that's for the top mount. But we never received those screws with the initial Eden. So that is where the top mount's actually going to be sitting into, is those little extra holes there. So let's start assembling our PCB. We already did the stabilizers on this. I am going to be using some different switches this time around. I'm thinking milky yellows. But here is the hot swap PCB and aluminum plate we're going to be using. Now this is a rather limited a rather limited hot swap PCB when it comes to the bottom row, but it's limited for a reason. It has win keyless and HHKB. It still would have been nice to see some options, and maybe they could have worked that in, but I'm also aware that perhaps the opposite facing hot swap sockets may have actually caused some contact with the case. So there is a physical reason why it doesn't have those things. So I'm not going to overly criticize or look at that too much. But here is the PCB. You can see it can be built plateless if you decide to go with like a solderable version. Or you can do this technically plateless with this, but yeah. And then another nice call out that we did last time that I feel like I still want to call out. I really like the way they did their diodes. I think this makes shipping the PCB a lot more less prone to something small breaking off. So again, all the diodes are kind of done in these diode columns over here, opposed to single small little diodes in between each key. So I think that's really neat. I think that's a fun thing to call out here. I've seen this done on a few PCBs in the past, and I really like it. And then we are using Kale hot swap sockets, which are, I mean, they've become my least favorite, but for different reasons. And then apparently as well, I think some people were mentioning this last time, if people want ISO enter, apparently there's a way that you can let them know when you purchase this, and they'll actually solder on the ISO enter for you. But the reason why this doesn't come, and we discovered this last time, the reason why this doesn't come with its stock is because it'll actually start blocking some of the places you need for things, to insert things for ANSI. So that's why they didn't include it. It's still, I mean, I think they should just include the socket yourself too, in case you want to do it or in case you change your mind down the road. So maybe that could be an additional add-on, but it is what it is. One caveat, if a single diode fails, very unlikely though, you'll have to replace the whole diode chip. Yeah, that is true. You're not wrong there, Mosaic.
Look, check me out. I broke up with my ex-girl. Here's her number. Psych, that's the wrong number. Sweet $T from McDonald's. I eat that. Super hot fire. I spit that. 2.5 man. I watched that. Fire. I'm not a rapper.
I used to watch all those skits. So good, dude. I finally caught you live, Alex. It's literally 2:35 a.m. Are you staying up late today? What's the benefits of ISO? Just different layout. No real benefit in my opinion. Just different layout for different people. We used to use it here in Canada a long time ago. I mean, when I was in elementary school, when we got our first batch of keyboards, it was all ISO. And I don't know when we switched. You know? I don't remember. But okay, we did cherry clip-ins for this. I'm going to start assembling this with milky yellows today. And here is our plate. I do like what they did with the spacebar area. I will admit though, I think in some way, I actually would have preferred maybe this to just be its own little cutout over here and not have these support, whatever you want to call them, columns and beams over here. I don't know why. I feel like that would make the spacebar a little bit more like fluid or bouncy. I don't know what you want to call it. Being able to remove the spacebar stab is amazing. I don't know if you'd still be able to. I mean, you technically maybe could be able to do that, but I still would have preferred this to be removed. I still don't get why people don't allow. Here's my I still don't get it moment. There was a small period of time with keyboards, very, very short window, where there was a few people designing boards who made plates where even with the screw-in or clip-in stabilizers, you could have removed them. But it was like such a short window. I think everyone really liked it, and then everyone just kind of stopped doing it. And I thought it was such a nice quality of life thing to have, especially for people who are just not confident in their ability to do stabilizers. I've heard from people that it changes the sound profile, which it does to some degree. It does change the sound profile of mods. But I've done a few boards where you were able to take out the stabs and they had a bit more of an open space here, and none of them sounded bad. So I guess in my head, I'm a little bummed that we never got that. A little bit of a sadness striking me with that. Nux Rocks is bringing it back. I think the newer Geon plates too. Really? That'd be interesting if they did that again. What if they let you build a board that lets you type letters, on a computer screen? That's a weird idea, bro. Looking forward to seeing how this goes this time. Me too, Swoop. I still think the board's beautiful, and I think the price point of $380 is still very fair for this board. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. I'm glad they listened to a lot of feedback. Some of the other stuff that I wanted to kind of dive into more detail with you guys too is like I said, they are going to be double checking a lot of these things before even shipping them out, which is going to be awesome.
Alex,
so they're really going to take their time doing that.
having a great start to your year, less than 3.
Seth, thank you, man. I am having an okay start to the year. I don't think anything like crazy has happened. I think this year here for like keyboards and work, I think it's going to be a bit slower this year, but I think everyone's feeling that. I feel like the economy has just been slow these days, and I think had to have some like internal discussions with myself, telling myself that, okay, we're going to have to not do as many fun things maybe as I was planning to do type thing, but we'll see. How was your start of the year, Seth? Thank you so much for your tier 1. 36 months, bro. 3 years. I bought a Chroma from Eloquent and built it with Curry's, like the sound profile, but they're on the quiet side. Curry's are rather quiet switches. They're very deep. If you want something similar, I would actually pick up Milky Yellows. They're a little louder. They're not as deep as Curry switches, and just go with a light coat of lube on these. Fluff on my left pinky. My left pinky? Oh, you're right. There's fluff from... Dude, why does that happen? Damn, you have good eyes.
Hello,
is my
Alex.
Camera that clear?
Just got home from work and my dog came to visit me in my office. I put the keyboard to his nose and he typed "Firth." He seems to be a fan as well.
That's so cute. Thank you, Crummy. Are you teaching your dog to type? Question for chat. What do you wish the hobby had more of? That's a good question. Actually, what do I wish the hobby had more of? I don't know. I think in a way I sort of wish the hobby had more high quality tools and just quality of life tools. Like, what if someone sold a kit that was like a keyboard modding kit, but it was like high quality stuff instead of, just OEM stuff that I have to throw away after a while because it breaks? Maybe something like that. Good vendors? I feel like we have good vendors though. I can't complain about the vendors we have. I wish people were better at expressing their preferences. Nobody wants to talk about what they like best and how it's the only way to enjoy the hobby. That's a really good point. I saw some people arguing at Discord I was in last week about that, but I feel like that happens so often that I don't even talk about it anymore.
It really is funny though, cause cats will try mimic human activities, so if you type a lot, that's why cats wanna play on your keyboard, cause they wanna do something you enjoy or do a lot.
That's cute. I didn't know that. We need GMK drill. I wish we all dropped Thok and Clack. Really? I don't mind those words. I think my sarcasm went over Alex's head. I'm gonna be honest, I actually took that as like a serious thing, way too lucky, because I actually don't disagree. I do wish people were better at identifying what's a preference and objective thing, I actually agree with it, you know what I mean? I kind of do wish that was a thing people did more of. I know it feels like a complainy thing, but... More consistency, software staying managed, PCBs being usable across many projects and thus more obtainable. The thing is, people already do that though. There are, not OEM, but there are open source and there are like projects that you can go into and use others' PCBs. I think, doesn't Gondo do something like that? There was the Heine stuff. The thing is, people don't want to use standard PCBs for their stuff because sometimes projects call for specific types of keyboards if they want to make something work for themselves. Which, this is, I feel like I've had this kind of like internal thought process before. Like, is that a bad or a good thing? And I kind of consider it more of a moot thing. Like, I agree with standardized daughter boards. I agree with some other stuff, but yeah, like if someone needs a specific PCB for the project to work, and that's the vision that they're going to fulfill, like, I kind of get it. I do agree with what Koba just said. More designers releasing PCB and plate files later. Multiple unique dead keyboards because it's too painful to try and reverse engineer the PCB and designer's MIA. I agree with that. I think if you're going to run a project, the moment everything sells through or the group buy is done, just open source it. Open source the PCB and plate. Not the project itself, but at least those two. I agree. I guess a better way of saying it would be better long-term for those projects that PCBs don't. Yeah, I agree. It would be better long-term technically. Totally agree with that. But I want to do an R2. Even if you were to do an R2, like, hear me out. Hear me out. To designers who are maybe thinking that, like, oh, but I plan on running another run in the future. Do you think having people buy and use different plates will impact your sales? Hear me out. It may actually benefit your sales of your keyboards. If people know ahead of time that they can just buy a different plate and they don't have to worry about waiting for your ass to release some sort of plate, then maybe they'll be more inclined to purchase the product, being like, yo, I can get that weird plate that someone else used if I buy this board now, so I'll buy the board. I think people look at it at a very skewed narrative, kinda. So I taught myself KiCad to reverse engineer the HB85 PCB because I love the board, but it takes so much time. I can imagine, dude. I started watching it, but I fell asleep last night. I was so tired, way too lucky. That's what I had on. I was so tired. I was so comfy, dude, and I just passed out. I think I got like halfway through it, but I'm gonna admit I was kind of passing out halfway through, and I need to rewatch some of it. Have I ever watched Inception? Yeah, a long time ago. I feel like I knocked my camera a little bit, didn't I? It's like kind of off right now. Hold on a sec, guys. Sorry. Another day, another promise. Alex has gone back. I mean, I started it. I was gonna watch. Actually, I ended up watching that last night. I was gonna watch Mission Impossible, but I remember that I'm waiting for part 2 of that Mission Impossible that came out in 2023. I forgot what it's called. I'm not gonna watch it until then. I don't feel like waiting months to get the finalized part of that movie. I just don't feel like it. Mission Impossible is a snooze fest, IMO. Dead Reckoning, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I watched the rest of them. I want to watch this new one too, but I think it comes out in May or something. Could you try using GMK Mercury on one of your future builds? Mercury. Do I have Mercury? Alright, so I'm going to start off with using the tadpoles today. And the new tadpoles are in this little baggie in which I put somewhere. Here they are. I wish there were more stands for boards with 4, 5, 6 tiers. True. That's true. I think stands might be something too. I know Osame has a really nice stand, but I don't know about any other brands that have really nice stands. So even these tadpoles, you can see they're going through the PCB even easier. Well, I felt like last time they didn't go through the PCB even very easily. But I already did test fit these to make sure they work this time. And what was happening last time was that the tadpoles were actually just getting squished and forcing the PCB down. So I love the Osame stands. I have 2 of them. Yeah, my Osame stand is good. I like mine. I have one too. But mine did come a little bit damaged. I probably should just reach out. But yeah, mine, the metal is a little warped on the top. It just kind of looks like I don't know. This is kind of what I meant. Like, I'd pay a little extra for a higher quality one of that. In a certain, I guess I should put it on this way here first. That'll probably help. In a certain light, I would pay a little extra. All right, now this is what I mean by I was having some nice luck with the daughterboard cable. Like this, you can see the daughterboard cable, although probably have to lift this up and pull this out. I was able to kind of just install it like this over here, which I thought was quite nice. If you're having problems with the tadpoles falling out, flipping it over type thing. So I like this. I like this idea. It's quality of life at the end of the day. Although now that I'm on stream, I'm gonna struggle with it. Watch. Bro cannot. Do I got it? Don't even stress in it. Alrighty. So we're gonna put this on. MagSafe JST connectors. Oh gosh. I don't know how those would work. And you can even see now, like, this is closing properly. Last time, this was basically sitting like on top of the tadpoles and would not close properly at all. Like I said, they were actually, the old tadpoles are here still. They were actually scraping part of the plastic on the old ones. I think this was I think this might have been a one-off bad batch. But they're taking it very seriously, which is nice to hear. So this is both KBD fans and Penguin. They're taking it very, very seriously, and they're going to be testing all of them beforehand, before even like people get them in hand. So I like to hear that. That is nice to hear. I wish the wood insert on the Osame stand didn't rattle around, was loose. Oh, dude, mine's also quite loose. I agree with that. That's a lot of QC, impressive. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good call, though, because, again, I would rather... I think for them, even, it makes just a lot of sense that that happens. Aren't tadpoles a standard part? Yeah, but it could have just been, like, maybe something happened with this particular injection molding thing. I don't know. Maybe something happened with these. But again, like, the moment I tried putting in this batch, they fit in fine. This particular one, again, and I don't think this is anyone's fault in particular, but this particular one just was not fitting in. And something could have happened. Maybe there was just something that happened with the plastic that day. Maybe there was like a small batch of these that just didn't work out. Who knows? I more actually think, and this is not to point fingers at anyone, but I think maybe to circumvent those issues for designers in the future, the tadpole holes that would go on the top case in which the thinner part sits in, these should be a little bit bigger than, for example, a 3mm spec that this is. I think a 3.1 or even 3.2mm spec, where these just sit in, would work a little bit better, because these are ribbed as well. And that way there it doesn't happen. So maybe in that case there, maybe just increasing the tolerance. Because I have seen other boards with tadpoles, and we measured some out as well. I measured some out. They don't all measure 3. They all measure like 3.1 or like 3.15. So, oh God, here we go. Just from using the word ribbed, dude. Would you guys be interested? Actually, I'm going to save this for another day, actually. I was going to say in doing something else today, too. But TCG Pocket Snow expansion better go crazy. Oh, the Pokemon thing? I don't know if I'm going to play, man. I'm so burnt out with the TCG stuff. Bits. Body pillow incoming? No body pillow. I'm going to be doing some updated merch stuff maybe in the next few weeks as well, but no body pillow though. I just open my free packs I don't be playing. I sometimes remember to log in to do the free packs, but even that, like, I'm so far removed from it that I don't know, I feel very burnt out on the game. I would have loved an Alex body pillow. Guys, they're kind of like... Okay, if I'm just doing the cover for that, like the body pillow cover, that's kind of fun, like, sure, it's funny. But to sell the actual pillow part too is kind of hard. The meme power purchase over a body pillow? Oh gosh. An Alex mouse pad where you risk your rest on his pecs? Bro, what pecs? That's crazy. All right. Last time we did the HMX switches with this, so I think this is a more fun call to use milky yellows here. I would not buy a body pillow, but it'd be funny. Yeah, it'd be funny, but the orange boxers? I don't know. What's up, Smarter Child? I miss all your streams. I hope life's been going good for you, though, man. You can miss as many as you'd like, as long as your life's going good. That's all that matters at the end of the day, dude. I'm sad they didn't do copper again for the Eden round 2. Yeah, I mean, the color, if I were to pick up an Eden right now, it actually wouldn't be this one. I think the one I would probably go for would probably be the anodized dark green. Hell, I'd even pick the burgundy. Or the actually, it'd be anodized dark green or meteorite gray. I think the gray actually looks really good. Can you show us? Yeah, here, let me show you guys. If I were to pick up one right now, though. Okay, it's doing that thing where it doesn't want to show my screen. So yeah, I would pick one of these guys up for sure. I would probably pick this one because I think this looks really, really good. Or I would pick this one here. The green and this color, like this kind of tarnished copper, looks really good. Or tarnished brash, whatever you want to call it. So those would be the two I pick. Believe it or not, I actually don't really love the E-white coating, but some people might like this. This is really nice. This is also still pretty cool. This red and tarnished kind of look. This I'm not a fan of. This looks really good. Blue is blue. I don't really care for blue. Purple is not really my thing. And then this is the silver. So, or I guess, do they not have, oh here, silver's right here. I guess silver and white look kind of the same. Black unit with a black weight would be a banger. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, my only gripe with this is I wish they had some other color choices for the weights. I feel like they should have done something other than the blue for some of these. I feel like the blue is kind of tacky with the black, for example. But yeah. Oh, too far back here. All right, let's close this. I missed the build? No, you're good. You're good. We're still doing it. We're going to also try doing the top mount after this as well, so please have a little bit of patience with me as we put some stuff together. Let me get the keycap set. Where did I put the keycap set that I want to use today? Where did I put the keycap set that I wanted to use today? God damn. Oh, did I put it away? Hold on 1 second, everybody. There was a black weight from round 1. I've been told they're interchangeable, so maybe you could get lucky with trades. Yeah, you could also try to trade someone. That's something you could do as well. Hold on, where did I put this set that I wanted to use? I had a good set for today, too. I was literally holding on to it this morning. Oh, I did put it away. Wait, is that it? No, that's not it, actually. Bruh. Give me one moment to get everybody. I'm thinking of purchasing a batch, but I don't know. The BCPs? Dude, listen, I am not the right person to ask about BCPs. I am not really someone who really enjoys BCPs all that much. Like, I think they're all right. I don't go crazy for them personally. But yeah, like, if you like that particular kind of switch, then go for it. But I am not the right person to ask for that, because I don't really enjoy them. Huh? Bro, I had the set in my hand and I said, I'm using this with the stream today. Do you do more cooking at home, or are you more of a takeout/order guy? If we're really, okay, actually, let me explain that in one second. Let me just look for the set really quick, where I stuck it. Oh, I did put it back. It was in my new spot that I've been storing keycaps. CYL fabric. Okay, so the answer is, I think it depends on how busy we are for the day. If we were to order food every day, that would be the only thing we'd be able to do. Like, there'd be no hobbies, no nothing. It'd be combining both of our incomes to afford doing takeout every day. Because that would mean you'd have to spend, if you want takeout in Toronto, if you're going to pick it up yourself, that's a different story. But let's just assume that it's going to be takeout via like Uber or DoorDash. Probably $60 to $70 just for one meal a day. So let's just assume one meal a day, $60 to $70 a day, every day. You know, what's the math on that? Let's see, calculator. 60 again for two people, times 7 times 4. Yeah, dude, you're looking at like an extra almost $1,500 per month in takeout food for one meal. And that's not to mention if you want a snack. That's not to mention if you want lunch. And again, I even think sometimes like even maybe considering $60 is kind of cheap for some things too. Because some places, like if you want more than just one thing on the menu, right? And that's assuming a very small tip for the person delivering it. With that being said, when we're really, really, really busy, yeah, we'll order takeout. But even that is like once in a blue moon. It's mostly cooking. Like, and I think our go-to lately has been, not fast food. You're correct, Mosaic. Our go-to has mainly been making pasta and stuff like that. Actually, there was a little bit where I was doing ribs a lot because, dude, ribs, if you can get ribs on sale, it's pretty good value. And we don't typically eat all the ribs in one go, so sometimes we'll have leftovers for the next day as well. Because I think ribs, at one point, I was able to pick up like one single rack of ribs for like $11. And that's good enough for both of us. So we're going to do Gamba for this. Let me run the Gamba right now. Thank you for the raid last night. Oh, thank you, Bull, for streaming. Yeah, and then on top of that too, like we were ordering, which we haven't done in a while because we haven't gone through all the stuff that came in this, which is, I mean, even better for us. We were ordering like frozen meat basically from a butcher, and it was like a box that would cost you about $200. But I mean, the meat for us would last almost a month, if not more, of stuff that you get inside this box. Which I personally think for beef and chicken and fish, $200 that lasts you a month. For protein, I think that's pretty good. Obviously, you have to pick up some other stuff, so it's not everything, but... Alright, let's run predictions. Start predictions. Will this set be messed up? Yes or no? You guys have 5 minutes. We'll let this one run for a bit. Can you fix the... Key on the origami? I used the wrong color? Ain't no way, bro. I like this on the origami like this, dude. Ain't no way you're saying that's the wrong color, Mamba. Or who said that? Was that Mamba? Who said that? Oh no, that was Pancake. Oh my god, that was Pancake. Alex, how's the unit building going? Any new updates? I ended up getting rid of most of my GMK boxes and throwing them into plastic boxes. Not me. Sorry, Mamba. I accidentally thought it was you. So far it's going good. I mean, this already fits better. We'll see how it sounds. So just so we can keep ourselves updated, last time when I closed the case with the old tadpoles, with the OG ones that they sent me, the tadpoles were compressing downwards and causing this to bottom out. And that's why we heard a weird rattling noise. So we're going to see now when we install the GMK keycaps. Oh, the shelves are done. I finished the shelves. I mean, they were IKEA stuff, so we didn't really have to do too crazy work. I can show you guys again today later. What switches are these? I think these are cherry. Let me see. Where's my keycap puller here? Pretty positive these are cherry. Yeah, these are just cherry switches. MX2As. I just bet 71k on Nope. Pray for me. Yeah, this is CYL Fabric. Salvin and MQVB sent this over. Actually, what's on the back over here? Nothing. Pretty simple box art. I think this is being sold on just GMK's website, right? Can you shake the box first? So you guys get a better view of the box everywhere. And I think this is also using the new Legends, like the Nuo, whatever you want to call it, new Legends. This pull is so close. Yeah, it's pretty split. Debating between the Neo 75 CU and the QK65 V2 Classic from an X-Keep, I much prefer the Neo 75. I think the V2 was good, Silver, but the Neo 75 was so much better in my opinion, dude. What do you guys think? Neo 75 or QK65 V2? Noia? Is how you pronounce new? Real? Or that particular word? Really? I've been wrong 5 times in a row. I voted no, y'all. Decide accordingly. Honey's throwing the votes, bro. Legends of the fonts? Yes, yes. The typeface used. Yeah, I would go with the Neo, dude. I think the QK 65 V2 is okay. Like, it was still a good board. I enjoyed building it when I got to build it for a client. But I think the Neo 75 CU felt more refined in IMO. Can we gamble on this? Yeah, it's already up. Gamba is up. That's what I thought based on your video and VOD. Thanks for the confirmation. Anytime, Silver. Hopefully you enjoy your purchase when you do make it. And I think, you know what? While we wait, guys, little reminder. And you guys can boo and hum and haw and make jokes about this. It's that time of year where people are going to have to start putting aside some money for taxes if they have to pay taxes. Or perhaps you guys are getting a big fat refund in the next month or two. Please spend accordingly. Some people will get a nice little refund and they'll spend it all on stuff that maybe they don't need and maybe they should have paid something else off. Guys, I'm just here to remind you that maybe do some priority. I know everyone hates me for this, but please prioritize purchases. I didn't get my $200. No, I didn't get that ad. I don't know what's happening with that. I don't think I'm gonna get it. My mail never comes. Please prioritize your purchases. You know, don't go crazy. If it means you get to pay rent for the month and not have to stress and maybe put the extra money to some groceries or something, you know, do that. But, you know, budget accordingly, please. That's all. Again, I know it's a boring conversation and some people don't give a flying fuck, but that's all. That's all I wanted to say. That's it. My TTS? I don't know why that didn't read. If you turn an hourglass on its side, you get an infinity symbol and time stops. I mean, that's interesting. True, to be honest. Manta is better than taxes. Manta fund confirmed. Okay, guys. I'm being serious. Can we get a backstory on the handling of this set? How many times did this drop? I opened it up this morning from the box. I don't know how many times it dropped or if the delivery person threw it or something. All right, let's open it up. Let's pause the music. Switch this. Alex is like our very responsible uncle. No, it's just because I've been in a very bad position myself where I looked at my bank account one year and I'm just like, how is it possible that I was never able to save money? And I realized I had really bad spending habits, and it was due to many different reasons, but yeah, it was just not good. Okay, let's open this up. What's the manufacturing date? I don't know, is there a date on this? All right, here we go. Here we go, everybody. I have a good feeling about this. All right, F keys look good. Number keys look excellent. Damn, this is looking real good. Oh, Okay, no, this still works. We're still fine. It just shifted over a little bit to the right. We're still good, right? Yeah, we're still good. We're still good. So nice.
Thank you, Alex, for those words.
Anytime. I do care, guys. Like, I don't want you guys to spend crazy amounts of money on stuff that you guys don't have to. I'd say this passes, but we're not done yet. Hold on, we're not done. We're not done. This is not messed up, guys. No, actually, this is a pretty... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Look at that. I think this perfectly aligns with this. Damn. That sucks, dude. Damn. That perfectly aligns with this. Damn. So this is messed up. This is indeed messed up, dude. Predictions. Damn, dude. Choose outcome. Yes, this is messed up. Sorry, everybody. Hold on, what were the points? God damn. Yes, this is messed up. I'm sorry, everybody. You know I had such high... It's right there. It's these little bumps that the keycaps slide and then get stuck. Damn, dude. First time I've wait, what happened? Sorry, Coster? They were... Oh, first time you've seen where they're messed up? Okay. Alright, let's start putting this on the keyboard. Nice set, though. The base kit is crowded, dude. This is a pretty big base kit. The only thing I don't love is I don't love text-based arrows. But I feel like you kind of have... Well, actually, maybe you don't have to for this. I feel like you could have just went with normal arrows. Maybe that's my only gripe. Is there normal arrows in this? Nice set though. I like the particular shade, and I like the orange sub-legends, or I guess subtext here, or whatever. Legends on it, rather. Nice set though. Really, really big base kit. Does it have like... Oh yeah, it even comes with extra space bars and stuff. That's nice. Damn. Pretty awesome. Six U spacebar too? Was there a 6U in this? Oh, you're right. Yeah, there's a lot of spacebar options in this too. I want to see this set on a Sonnet. I think the slight orange accent would match very well. Oh, you're right. Actually, I think that would look really good on a Sonnet. Yeah, just because of this slight orange accent on it. Yeah, I feel like the blue, while it doesn't match 100% with this, I feel like it still complements what's going on. That's why I want to go with this rather than concrete again. Does anyone know what TKL he has on his desk? The origami. Origami TKL. The blue looks so clean. It is a nice blue. Normally I don't say that, but the legends might not be for everyone. I know they're the alternate legends. The alternate typeface. I don't mind this. I've said this in the past. I don't mind this typeface. I know it's not for everyone. I think the only part of the typeface I don't love is the numbers. I actually prefer the numbers of the regular typeface. But I actually like the text. I think it looks nice here. The standard alphabet here. Which keycap ruined the Gamba? What row is this? I don't even know what row this is. This particular escape key over here. Concrete would look good too. We did last time, actually. If you guys want to see what concrete looked like last time, it's on the older stream for this board, which is still up, I think, on Twitch. R2 escape wanted to escape. He said, get me out of here. I don't belong here. You could say that Keycap was trying to escape. Big true. Big true. 40s user ruined it again. Oh, goodness. Big fan of the new legends, though. One of my favorite parts about Tribal. Yeah, like I said, I actually don't mind them. I think they're kind of cool. I think they are a bit smaller, right? Are they a bit smaller? They look a little bit smaller than these legends here, which could be up people's alley, too. Alex, do you think the Polygon 7 is a solid choice without a plate for a silent build? Absolutely. Dude, the Polygon was really nice. I think if you're going to go for that board, you're not going to be disappointed at all. And to be fair, though, I also think silent boards, you can kind of use whatever you want. But yes, absolutely is my answer for you. Very nice. Can already tell this is... I don't think this is doing that thing where it's bottoming out now, which is perfect. Again, I did do some test fits with this, but I had only put a few keycaps on where I knew it was bottoming out on the other one. So okay, it did look like maybe it was that whole thing could have been just chalked up to a tadpole issue then. F13 in this is nice too. A lot of GMK dust everywhere. Let's do bolts. Personal question, how long have you and your GF been together? 3 years? Yeah. Making me think now. Give a compliment for Boney Tony? Boney, I hope you know you're loved here. I hope you know you're absolutely loved, and every day with you is a joy, okay? You look just as good as this keycap set today, okay? Love you, buddy. I hope everything's going well, and I hope life's treating you the best that you possibly deserve, okay? Gotta have that answer ready instantly. I had to do the math in my head real quick, dude. 16 years, way too lucky. That's awesome. Actually, this looks really good with silver. What is your guys' thoughts? Looking good with silver or no? It does remind me a bit of Firefly, but I think Firefly is a smidge of a different blue. I now have to go compare. Damn, I actually really like this with... And I think Firefly also has different mods. Damn, this is really good. This is better than Striker? Yeah, I think this blue is more up my alley than Striker too. Striker's a really fun set, but... Damn, this looks actually really good with this. Yeah, I vibe with this heavy. Blue and silver, though, do look very good together. If you just want to use silver. Okay, so now comes the test of this, right? We haven't even seen what top mount sounds like, but last time we used the the tadpoles, it just didn't work because it was compressing too much and bottoming out. So yeah, here, I'll show you guys the board one more time before we start typing on it. The blue doesn't really match again with the blue on this, but it's still really pretty. The board is gorgeous. It is extremely, extremely pretty looking. Absolutely gorgeous looking board. So let's type a little bit here and see what this sounds like. So we're using Milky Yellows. I've modded these with 53.5 gram springs, as well as filmed and lubed them. And then we're using GMK keycaps, tadpoles, and an aluminum plate. Oh yeah, okay, I think the problem has been fixed. So let's see. Much better. Need to tune up that spacebar a bit, but much, much better. Spacebar is a bit more subdued, I'd say, with this. Oh, we should probably get rid of the cable command. We don't use space cable stuff anymore. Haven't used this stuff in a long time. But yeah, sounds really good with this. I would have loved the spacebar to be a bit more forward with the tadpoles, but again, with tadpoles, I'm kind of used to this being the sound signature. Ordinary Labs is what we use. Haven't really used this haven't really been enjoying tadpoles for a long time though, so we'll see. We'll see what this sounds like in top mount, but this does sound really good overall. Actually, let's see a little bit more here. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right, so let's take this apart, and now we're going to try a long pull. I mean, actually, you know what? While we have it here, you're right. Let's see what this sounds like with a long pull. Maybe we'll use an Obscura for the spacebar here. The Elfes sound really good. The feeling of this is really nice. I have a feeling I'm going to probably prefer top mount on this. But we shall see. We shall see what we prefer here. I mean, it definitely is a bit softer. I wouldn't say this is like extremely flexy or anything like that. Actually, let's see with a few different things. Let's try with the cherry switch. Oh yeah, okay, hold on. The cherry switch hits it. That sounds really good with the cherry. Let's see what this sounds like with a long pole. I feel like it still needs a smidge of volume, if I'm being honest. But I really like the tonality of the cherry switch here. I think that sounds extremely, extremely good. Do I have a long pole? Do I have like an Obscura sitting around somewhere? I do right there. Let's see, let's see. The long pole sounds good on this too. I still preferred the cherry switch though. Yeah, that was just an MX Black pancake. Yeah, I think this might be actually a bit too bright now, so maybe the cherry switch is kind of where I'm at with this. But for the sake of talking, let's put back the Gatoron Milky Yellow, and we're going to swap it to top mount now. All right, this is a much, much better experience with this. What do you guys think? Much better experience or what? The Eden round one was good. What did they change from round 1 to round 2? The main thing was supposed to be mounting styles, but long story short, because I feel like it's a bit of a story, some of those things had to get removed, or some of those things no longer exist in the current format of the board. Yeah, it went from 3 mounts to 2. What makes you decide between a black and a Nixie for the spacebar? I mean, an MX Black is interchangeable with any of the MX Red, you know, anything that's linear basically. They're just stem colors signifying the spring weight. But if I'm going to go with like a Nixie, I feel like a Nixie has a bit of a deeper sound signature, closer to what the Milky Yellow would typically have. So typically if the Milky Yellow already kind of lacks some oomph, I'm just going to go with the MX2A. Am I going to get an agar? I have no idea, to be honest with you. He is? I am going to get one? I don't know. No one reached out to me about that pancake. Happy CNY. Happy CNY, everybody. Happy Chinese New Year. I think that's tomorrow, though, right? At least here in Eastern time zone. I thought Bob DM'd you? Did he? About the agar? No, I don't think I have anything about the... Oh, maybe he's just waiting, because I think we were talking about something else. I was actually asking if roller switches were coming back. Because, you know, I was using them again recently, because I used them a few times for client boards and just once for a personal board and then the X-ray switches. And I was curious to see if those roller switchers are coming back. They're cool. I don't know if they did really well, but definitely neat. Alex doesn't message? I try my best. I'll tell you later. Sounds good, Pancake. I try my best. Honestly, sometimes I do get a little overwhelmed by messages. I think, truth be told, in more recent years, I used to be able to really deal with a lot of the messages, and you know, I set aside some of my day, but I try my best to get to all of them that I possibly can. But yeah, sometimes it just doesn't happen, and I have no excuse. It just sometimes I miss messages. That is literally it. Sometimes I do miss them. Okay, top mount for the Eden right here. So these are the replacement ones that we just got in. You try as hard as answering messages as you do watching the Lego movie. God damn, bro, I just got dissed up. Absolutely wild. I did save Fried from being... Was it Fried being fleeced? The difficulty of being a mid-sized content creator, small enough that you can have kind of interpersonal connections with viewers who want to reach out for help and whatever, but too big to handle that many people. I think it's a mix of... Here's my thought process. I used to be able to start a few conversations and let the conversations run for like an hour and then walk away from the computer. Now I feel like if I start some conversations, I hate doing this thing, and I find myself I do it often. That's why I just don't start the conversation. Is if I don't have 30 minutes to sit down and talk to someone, then I feel bad from just sending a message and then just walking away. Like, I feel like I'm very disrespectful in that manner, and I feel like I was doing that for such a long time that I don't want to do it anymore. So there are certain days where I can get to those messages and actually have full conversations, but sometimes I read things and then, what happened to you, Toy? I don't hate you. Anyways, I'm sorry if I don't always get back to things. Can you ask Penguin what happened to Caster? Is that a certain board or something? Where did I just put the bag? Over here. You just gotta make a big long message and then walk away. I know. I try though. It is what it is. I feel like I do somewhat of a decent job, but I try. Caster's been AWOL. My 50 FE has been in limbo for 2 years. What is that? 50 FE. What board is that one? You do better than some of my IRL friends. Don't even trip. Thanks, man. Just gotta hit them with that TLDR. We are not friends. ZZ hit me up when you got the money. Oh my god, dude. No, never. I am not that type of person. That stuff is not something I would ever do to anybody. You guys are friends. The Hex 50 FE? Oh, is that the last board that they ran? Damn, the Hex series was so good too. Did I ever look at that board? I don't remember now. I feel like I didn't. This board here, let's see. Oh no, I never did look at this board. Yeah, that board was so nice. So they just went AWOL? Only Nathan looked at it? Damn. Alex Donowall over here walling off his DMs. No. With which switch would you recommend the Event Horizon? I mean, I like just the cherry switches in those, but I'm gonna do it the same way I did before. I feel like you can go with anything. I feel like this is gonna slap with the top mount. Any experience with the Snake 60? Yeah, I have a whole video on it. I liked it a lot. It was really good. I liked it the first time. I liked it the second time. This bit, I think. Right? But yeah, I really liked it. Any tips for my F1? Everything feels too quiet. Tried MX Blacks, Gator-on Smoothies, both lacking on Alu V3 plate. Really? The MX Blacks felt quiet? I've only built a handful of F1s, but I feel like all the F1s I've built were all pretty loud. Does anyone here have more F1 722? I've built a few of those too. Do you guys have any tips for that particular board? Anyone in chat who's maybe more familiar with the F1 722? My old one was I sold was good, but this one's so muted. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that one there. I have 3 F1s. Try a half plate. Half plate could work too. Maybe it's the full plate giving it some different sound profile. I know I did use half plates in the majority of them too. Same issue with the half plate. Damn. Is it a bad batch of switches? I hate to ask. Could be a bad batch of switches. Very well could be. Did you try other switches too? Milmax and Hot Swap PCBs both tried, no flex cuts. Weird. I thought there was some drama with the snake being different colors from different vendors. Different colors from different vendors? That's the first I'm hearing about that. I don't know if many people are even interested in the snake round 2. I thought people would be personally, but I don't know if people are. I think the snake is really cool. I'm glad Wengus got that ran again. There was a Click Clack exclusive color. Oh, what was the exclusive color? Purple? I feel like it's kind of niche. Mechlin has an exclusive too? I mean, kind of silly to run that with exclusive colors, I feel. Kind of silly, but maybe there's a reason for that. But does it really matter? Does someone want purple with that particular color weight? It's dumb and cool at the same time. Yeah. I feel like personally, I'm not trying to take away from someone's favorite color being not available for them, but I don't know. I just feel like maybe a bit of a meh issue. Yeah, like white maybe shouldn't have been an exclusive color. I think white is a very standard color. Like maybe the exclusive stuff should have just been random, like weird stuff that maybe not everyone would have purchased into. But yeah, like E-white, All right, top mount now for the Eden round 2. Same build, all milky yellows. I already like the alphas a smidge more with the top mount, I'm not gonna lie. They have a nicer volume and bass. Ooh, okay, the milky yellow spacebar on this is hitting a level of deepness. We're gonna try a cherry one too. Really, I don't mind the spacebar. Let's see with a different spacebar too. Different switch here. The alphas are really nice on this. Too deep with the yellows. Yeah, let's try a cherry. See if the cherry sounds a smidge different here. Maybe we'll try a Nixie as well as, yeah, let's try an MX2A first here. Still a bit on the deeper side, which is interesting. I do think the cherry already sounds better though. I don't love the... Okay, I don't love the modifiers on top mount though. I mean, I will admit though, this is kind of standard of top mount to have some of these more empty sounding modifiers. I think I did personally prefer the tadpoles. If you kind of like that top mount feel and sound profile, then I mean, this board has definitely that very, I'd say very traditional top mount feel here. But I do think that do like the alpha as a smidge more on top. You can't dual mount this, though. No. You cannot dual mount this. I did prefer the tadpoles. I thought the tadpoles actually sounded really good with the cherry spacebar. What do you guys think? What do you guys prefer? Tadpoles? Was it the tadpoles that sounded better? I preferred tadpoles too. It sounds loose. Oh, do you mean like a little empty? You know, I actually don't remember. Was there... I think they actually may have forgotten one more thing. Let's see. Tadpoles for sure? Yeah, I'm not too sure. Let me see one thing here. Was there supposed to be force brake pads? Nope. Force brake. Maybe that's not what I should type. There may... Actually, I don't know, actually. I'm not too sure if there was supposed to be force brake pads put into this, too. I can't confirm or deny that. But not that I don't think it needs force brake. I like the top mount better. I mean, yeah, all personal preference. I like the tadpoles personally. I thought the tadpoles sounded really good with this. I have tried a 10U spacebar. I have. They're not for me, man. The spacebar and tadpole was better IMO. Yeah, I would have loved to see this actually come to fruition with the O-ring mount. Bit sad that it ended up getting taken out for whatever reason towards the end. But I think this would have been really fun with an O-ring for sure. That would have been really, really cool. You know, I do want to try... I want to try this. Hold on, before we go too crazy with this, I do want to actually see what if we force break this. I have a weird feeling that the edges of this board will sound less echoey. Which we're going to try. Yeah, the KeyGeek LM switches are not available yet, as far as I know. Okay, let's take these out. I would rather have hidden screws. Okay, you're being sarcastic. Now I can tell way too lucky. Yeah, the LM switches, I think, are going to do really well when those come out. Actually, oh my god, dude. When will I give tactiles a chance? Again, I don't know a good answer for that. Maybe soon. HMX releasing a tactile finally? Yeah, you guys were saying about that. That sounds neat, I will admit. Okay. Let's put in... I'll just put a little bit of a pseudo force brake type thing on this. Actually, let's remove it like this so I don't break anything. All right. I believe there actually was supposed to be force brake pads included. I don't know if they came with my prototype. So let me just grab some pads of some sort to do this. 1 second. Let's see if this changes up anything at all. Let's just use these. So what I like to do is I just use I save all these from stabilizers. If you end up not having them or a board needs it and you just don't have any on hand, but I just save these and I use these things. Let's put these here. Alex's board came with a few things correct. I'm not even sure if this is the Eden. What happened? Linear is superior switch. God damn, are you guys having an argument in chat about what the better switch is? What's going on, guys? Is this even the real Alex? What if it wasn't though? Like, what if I said no? What would you guys do? All your opinions are ass, mine is the only one that matters? God damn, dude. That's crazy. Absolutely wild. The patina is gorgeous? Yeah, they did. I mean, I just like all of STR's stuff that they produce for patinas. I think it looks really, really good. Have to admit. See my message about how changes in the hobby make sense? I must have missed that. Hold on. I was up and missed some stuff. I'm not really looking right now. I'm trying to do this. One more and then we're done here. What are your thoughts on using those pads under stabs? Oh, it's terrible. It is absolutely... I do not like putting these under stabilizers. I think it softens them to the point where it feels squishy, and I don't like it. Ooh, is this going to sound very, very different with the force brakes? If you like rubber dome keyboards, you might like stab pads. Yeah, they're not for everybody. Stab pads are definitely not for everybody. I'll say that much for sure. All right, let's start reinstalling all the screws here, and we'll give it another shot with the force brakes. Good to know. Get some Durox coming in, and I think they come with those. Oh, I think a lot of the more modern stabilizers comes with these. I think a lot of companies include them, which is nice. I use them for totally different things these days, but not bad to have these on hand, you know? Alex has a stab review thing on his site. Yeah, I try to keep that updated with more and more stabs that I use, and try to update ranking depending if there's changes or if we've found like new ways to use things. If Mode is restocking Milmax sockets, I have no idea. I know for a fact though that when they were running those and they had those, they were selling, I believe, I'm not sure, but I think they were selling those for pretty much cost. Like, I don't think they were making money off those. I think they were just selling them as a service for people. Because they were getting them pretty much at the same bulk discount that I was getting them at, which was really awesome at Mode, but I don't know if they're going to keep those in the long term. Anyone have experience with Duroc V3s? I haven't used the V3s at all, I don't think. I'm looking at a desk from Ergon Office. Is mine the maple or white oak? This is maple. This is maple here. I think it's quite nice. I think the maple has a nice richness to it without being too oversaturated. Anytime, Mamba. Yeah, I've only used 3 sets of the V3s so far. Or sorry, I've used more than 3. Actually, no, I did use 5 sets of those. Didn't I add the V3s? I'm thinking of the wrong thing right now. I swear to God, I added the V3s into the website. Let me see. Resources. V3s haven't shipped yet. The night stabs? Well, I've gotten a whole bunch of them in. Oh, maybe I haven't used V3s. Yeah, didn't I get the ones with the new boxes that people were shipping me? Not the Duroc ones. I guess I didn't write that on the website. I thought I used V3 of something. Maybe I didn't. Oh, those are V2. Okay. My bad then. Same thing. Force brake didn't really do a whole hell of a lot here. Yeah, I don't think this board needs to be force broken at all. Maybe the spacebar sounds a little bit more full? I'm not sure. Does it sound more full? The top mount modifiers, I would say all sound a little bit empty, with the exception of the spacebar. Yeah, I still prefer the tadpoles. Overall, though, I think if you're picking up this board, you're not going to be disappointed. The Eden still is really, really pretty. I think the tadpoles are definitely the way to go with this. You know what I'm curious too? Curious to see, what if we did none of these feet desk pad thingies here too? I would still say has the same overall tonality. I don't think I have any bump-ons lying around. Let's see. Let's put this back in. And you guys want me to measure the front height? I know I did last time, but I don't remember what the front height ended up being, so let me double check here. I gotta run 2. It happens after CNY. Okay. Maybe that's why Bob was mentioning shipping me out one to take a look at. That's pretty soon. I don't have any Curie switches left over in it. I thought I had one pack lying around somewhere, but... Alright, so... I guess up to the front height with the foot is what we want. Starting at the front of the cherry height, or cherry lip rather. 20 millimeters with the foot. And I'm trying to compress the foot down as much as possible here. I'm trying to get right on. Sorry, it's not like exactly even. Yeah, about 20 millimeters with the foot up to the front over here. Without measuring the foot though, we're looking at 18.8 without the foot. So the foot does add a substantial amount of front height to this. It is a rather thick foot though. As you guys can kind of see, it does protrude out a lot. You can really tell. So this is adding some substantial height to the front of the board. All right though. That's pretty much it for the Eden round 2. I think this is as much as we can really clear up and hopefully add some additional information to this board. I'm glad to see that they responded to my criticisms and our concerns so quickly. So I'm going to put the tadpoles back in, yeah, just not right now. Probably after stream. I am glad to see that they responded to everything so quickly. I do think it's a very pretty board. I think $380 is still a very fair price point for all the parts you're getting with this, and you know, even all the machining that's going on with the weight over here. I think this is a decent price still. I like it. It's nice. We have someone who in local 3 community 3 replacement feet and added bump-ons for his Type 60. Oh really? Just a big sound difference? Here, let me see if I have some bump-ons for you guys. I don't think I do, but not the right size anyways. Oh, maybe I do. Hold on. Or is this only 2? Oh, never mind. I have a whole bunch. When did I get this? Here, we'll try some bump-ons really quick. I don't know how I'm going to do that, though. Where am I putting these bump-ons? Okay, let's try just sticking these things like here. Without the feet, it sounded kind of thuddy as well. stop that? Take those off? I can't. We're just going to try it with the bump-ons really quick. Actually, you guys are not wrong on that. Very big difference actually compared. Even the hollowness actually in the backspace feels like it went away. Wow, okay, that's a big, big difference. I still think the overall tone of the board is still there. It just feels like a little more amplified. Didn't someone do some sort of like Gion Longfoot with like a raise on the right side that really helped? What was that board who did that? I don't remember what board that was. I really don't. Was it the Constance? Yeah. Didn't someone do something like that? Where they raised the foot up a little bit on... Yeah. I think Gion did that on some of his boards too, but... I mean, yeah, that is a big sound difference. I mean, something to consider. I know we've talked about this in the past. I will admit, though, guys, there have been boards where I've tried exactly doing this, and it hasn't done the biggest difference in the world. I think it really does depend somewhat on your board design, too, because I've tried boards with the longer foot, and they've sounded amazing. So, I ask you guys to take this particular case as a case-by-case thing. I don't think this is always going to work. Because I do think some boards, when they have these, they still sound really good. So, anyways, that was interesting. That was probably one of the more stark differences I've seen personally. So, interesting though. Very, very interesting. Yeah, the Piggy, for example, had that too. Same with the Hippo. The Hippo's sound profile was amazing. So, can you type in it one more time? Yeah. Do I get to keep this board? No. Can I try bump on tadpoles? Sure. Hopefully these tadpoles, or these bump ons though, don't leave marks. I'd feel really bad. Okay, let's unscrew this. No tears today, guys. After stream is done, I gotta go do some stuff and work. What's up, Yano? How you doing? You are stress testing the patina in Anno? To some degree, maybe. To some degree. He's gotta go take a poop? I don't have to, guys. I'm not a poopy guy today, come on. Great, thank you. Hell yeah, man. All I care about is if you guys feel good at the end of the day. Also, thank you guys all for tuning in today, and even just the follows and subs. Appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and doing all this stuff with me. We're gonna do one last thing, but I really do appreciate all the support and just being here, chilling. I've been putting a huge amount of effort into really making sure we stress test a lot of stuff these days when it comes to keyboards. So it's nice having everyone hang around while we do all this stuff. And I know it seems a little bit boring and technical some days, but hope you guys find enjoyment with it. What are you guys thinking of the board? I've been out. Honestly, I think the board's so nice.
Appreciation for testing everything for us.
Anytime, man. Thank you, Niku. I think the board's nice. I think it's worthwhile picking up if you want it. I liked it last time we built the Eden, the very, very first time, like the round one. My opinion really hasn't changed since. Like, I still like the board. I do think there was some unfortunate hang-ups that happened this time around. But we're working through it. I have one very important question. What's up? What's the best place to get plates made? I think Hype. Hype keyboards. How does it taste? Oh my gosh. That I don't know, my friend. Hype keyboards is, I think, one of the better ones to get stuff made. Wow. It's always a great day when you stream. Thank you, Strix. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, Crow. Appreciate the prime, man. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I think we have a delivery. I'll go get it in a bit. Typing on Alex's, or typing on Hype Keyboard's plate right now. Do you like it? Why does Alex's random switch case look like it's filled with...
It is always nice to watch your streams. Do you know what will be the best stream of yours that chat will remember for times to come and will probably tell their grandkids one day? Hint, tier list for reference.
A list of male underwears. Not again, dude. Ain't no way you're bringing that up again, dude. I'm about to build a Loki 65. Hell yeah. I'm glad that board ended up making it to people. Very, very glad. I was out for 30 minutes and still building this. Wow.
Yo, I was out for 30 minutes and still building this. Wow, this yaps and yaps.
This yaps and yaps, dude. You know what, man? You know what? Leave me be. Leave me be. All right? Let's make sure we get this in here. It does look like Alex's switch case has gummies in it. I promise you guys, it's just switches. I didn't put candy. I didn't mix in stuff there. Pinky swear it. All right. Let's put this in. Let's screw it together. Let's do these ones first. I rebuilt my Mode 65 today. What'd you build it with? I actually have a Mode 65 I need to build soon, and then I also want to rebuild my Mode 65. And I want to rebuild my Tempo. So nice.
We back.
Hey, yo, what's up, Flo? What is up, Flo? I haven't seen that clip. I'll take a look at that here in a bit. I wanna fix up the board before we go any further. Thank you, though. I appreciate that, Flo. Chat, never forget. Wait, you know, now I want to see it. What is this? Suck my toes. What the? Oh, that's when someone said suck my toes. I don't even want to watch that clip anymore, man. That's fucked up. I remember that day, actually. You said it? I read it, bro. How are you going to do that to me? Is the sonnet actually worth the price given the value proposition? I'm having a hard time justifying it, but I do like the way it looks. That's interesting, Lance. Like, what's your value proposition? Like, what do you value? Like, what is your thing that you're measuring? What's the scale of the thing you're trying to value? I think that is the only way to kind of get into the mind of what your idea of value is. Alex, you should just buy the board and use it as a write-off so it's free, right? That's how it works, for sure. Yeah, that's how it works. Boards are free if you just write them off. I don't know, the sound, I guess? I mean, if that's the case, I personally think it's a really nice sound profile. Do I really need another board? I mean, dude, can I say something? If you're asking yourself that, Lanes, the answer is don't buy it. Like, if you're asking yourself, do I really need this? You have to really want it, you know? I'll always keep it. I'll always keep that like a bug with you guys. Like, I'm never going to be like, yo, go buy it anyway. I'm never going to do that to you guys. If you guys are asking yourself those questions, you don't need to buy something. You're going to end up regretting the purchase. Truly. You will. All right, let's try this now. Okay, now let's see what the bump-ons sound like with the tadpoles. It does sound really, really good. It's a cherry spacebar right now. And milky yellows for... I mean, damn, I really like the way this sounds. The spacebar is hitting in this. Damn. I mean, another... You know what I wonder, too? Hear me out. What if these still get installed somehow, but there's just a thicker piece of plastic? Or, like, this is... I don't even know, actually. You know what? I'm not going to talk. Maybe the thing that Constance did, the raised lip on one of the sides here that kind of makes it stand on those. Damn. Interesting, though. Very, very interesting. Yeah, some custom mold for this to make it sit up higher or something. Maybe the raised lip, yeah. Okay, I have to admit, though, with the bump-ons, there is a very clear difference. And I really like it with the bump-ons and the tadpoles. Like, this is very much my preferred sound signature. I could see me using this for a long time, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I really like that. Well, very interesting. Very interesting not discovery. Very interesting about this board, I guess. All right. Should try Cherry Black Stem on Obscura Housing Trust. Didn't we do that for someone? I feel like we did that for someone. I feel like we did. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, guys. That is pretty much the stream. I hope everyone had a good time. If you guys were considering... Oh, you guys want to use the milky yellow as a spacebar? Yeah, I can do that. If you guys were considering getting the board, there's a link in the description. I do think that if there's one thing I'd like to see them maybe work on is maybe some custom foot to help with that. It's a preference thing at the end of the day. I do think that the majority of us maybe preferred using the bump-ons here, which is interesting, but let's see. Let's actually try the milky yellow as the spacebar before we go. I still prefer the cherry, but like this does breathe some life into the milky yellow as well. I preferred the cherry a bit more. I think the cherry suited the board more. Thank you for the stream. My dog just vomited on the carpet and I have to go clean it. Good luck, Boney. Bye, Uncle Alex, as in you're in my house now. Love you. Bye, Rock. Bye, everybody. I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Let's go find someone to raid. Ugh. You like the milky yellows more, really? Let's go find someone to raid right now, but thank you. And if Penguin's watching right now, thank you, Penguin, for letting us build this a second time. Thanks for sending out all the replacement parts and just getting everything sorted. Good on you, Penguin. Really appreciate you taking the criticism well and acting on it so fast again. So awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. All right, let's go raid Yuri. Yuri's an awesome streamer. I think you guys would really like him. Alex, when are you going to make a Switch and when will you name it the Mustachios? Probably not. Didn't someone already do that? I feel like someone did that already. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for being here as always, man. Hope the S100 comes in sometime soon. I think it's supposed to come in the next few days. I actually don't know. I need to check the tracking again. All right, guys. Enjoy. Take care. Love you guys. And talk to you guys very, very soon. Like, I think tomorrow or something. Bye, everybody. Love you.